Hello YouTube, this is Michael Jr. 91. I'm here for another story time Wednesday. Today I'm not old school, but a little bit back on a PlayStation 3. This is Fallout 3. I've never really played Fallout 3, so I'm actually starting from the beginning. I played Fallout New Vegas, and I pretty much beat the game. And I'm on the add-ons right now, the expansion packs or whatever you want to call them. But I maxed out my level cap at 50, so I thought it was time to pick up this Fallout and see how good it was. Supposedly, this Fallout is the best of the franchise, the best of the series, Fallout 3. But you guys know why I'm here. I'm here to tell a story or two about my life, whether it be funny, sad, something crazy. And like I promised you guys 2 weeks ago, that I was gonna upload a video for you guys about another incident with the females, the Asian ladies. So a couple of things I'd like to point out. I apologize for not making a video last week. I was actually in class. I was learning how to do a couple of things, just getting ready for deployment. And another thing is I found out that I was part Chinese. My great-grandmother, she was Chinese, so I'm not just black and Puerto Rican. I'm also Chinese, but not that much since it was just my great-grandma. But back to the main event is the story. So my buddy Avila, Vince, he invited me to go to this place with his friend and his wife and our buddy Zulu, our battle buddy Zulu. And I was like, what is it? And he's like, it's a Vietnamese restaurant. It serves Vietnamese food. And I'm like, first thing that pops in my head is, oh, Vietnamese restaurant? Time to pick up some, Vietnamese women. So we go to the restaurant and, the outside looks nice. The scenery to the outside looks nice. There's nice decorations on the wall and stuff like that around it. And I'm like, all right, it's nice so far. And so we step in, and the first thing I see when I step in is a whole bunch of white people just working there, just serving. And I'm not racist, YouTube. I don't want you guys to think I'm racist and stuff like that. But from what I was told, from what they described to me, that it was an authentic Vietnamese place. So, like, why, I don't want to be that guy, but why are there, white people serving and stuff like that? I thought it was authentic. Like, you go to authentic Chinese places and there's Chinese people working. Actually, no. This Chinese buffet. I went to this Chinese buffet and, all the, like, Chinese women working in front, stuff like that. And then, like, yeah, I beat the F out of them. And then later on that night, they'll, all the Chinese waitresses, they'll go in the back and they'll tell everybody that they can come out and eat. And all of a sudden you see nothing but black and Mexicans and stuff just walking out of the place. So I guess that should have been like, a little hint that maybe it wouldn't have been that authentic. But I'm getting a little sidetracked. So I walk in and I'm like, oh, are you serious? There's no like females, like no Asian females around here. All it is this white girl and this white guy. And I'm just like, oh, this is real authentic. And so we're sitting there. We're probably at this restaurant for about a good hour 30 minutes. And we had another buddy with us, and he was drunk. Like, he was drinking last night, and then he woke up and he started drinking. So he was drunk, just hammered. And he kept, like, saying stuff, so we were laughing. We ordered our meals. Our meals came to us. We started eating and everything. And I'm not going to lie, the meal, it was really good. The food was really good there. The food was really good. But we're starting to eat, and I'm just sitting with my buddy Vince, and I'm just like, man, I thought there was going to be, like, Asian women here. Like, where are the Vietnamese women? And he's like, what? They're probably in the back. And I'm like, you know what? You are so right. I was like, I'm just going to walk in the back of the kitchen and be like, oh, I thought this was the bathroom. And hopefully I see, like, some, Vietnamese women or something like that. And I, go spit some game at some Vietnamese women. But I end up not doing it. So the alternative was, hey, I'm going to ask the chef to bring out one of the cooks and stuff like that so I can thank them. And they were all like, you won't do it. And I was like, oh, really? So right before we're about to leave, this is after we spend, our hour and 30 minutes. So right before we're about to leave, our waiter comes up to us and he starts asking us questions like, oh, how was the meal and everything like that. And I start explaining to the waiter that I was like, this meal was This meal was perfect. I mean, it was probably one of the best like Vietnamese dishes I've had and stuff. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that the right way. I apologize if it's pronounced a different way. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Vietnamese, or I don't know if somebody can maybe correct me, send me a message or something and correct me. But I'm just like, oh yeah, no, it's the best dish I've ever had. And I was like, can you send my gratitude to the chef? And I was like, matter of fact, can you bring the chef out and can I meet them? And he was all like, she, being the key word, she doesn't speak English. And I'm like, oh, it's fine and stuff like that. I was like, I'm just gonna, let them know that they did a good job on this meal and I really appreciate it and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, okay. And so he walks in the back, and I'm like, I'm all jittery. I got a smile on my face, like, yeah, he said she, but I didn't have my glasses on. So when I turned to see the guy, he starts bringing out somebody with short hair and had like a muscular figure to them. And as soon as they got closer, I realized that it was a dude. And he didn't speak any English, but I was real proper, and I said thank you, and I bowed and everything, bowed, said thank you. And he went in the back, and the waiter went in the back. And I look at my friend Vince, and I look at the couple in Zulu and stuff, and I'm just like, what in the... I was like, I could have sworn that he said she, like she didn't speak any English. And everybody's like, yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, man, I'm not going to lie. Like, when I first saw him, because I didn't have my glasses on, I was like, bro, either that's a dude that's coming up, or that's one ugly looking girl. And everybody was... I didn't realize I said this out loud in the restaurant, but everybody was laughing at me. And my buddy's wife was like, stop being so mean. And everybody's laughing. They're not only laughing at the situation, but they're laughing at me that I was so willingly to go and try to pick up a Vietnamese chick, and was so pissed that it wasn't a Vietnamese girl that came out, it was a guy. So there's a little story for you guys. Another story I have for you guys, let's see if I have time yet. I'm gonna tell you guys a story of when I got drunk. First time getting drunk. Now, I don't want you guys to start making fun of me when I tell you this story, okay? It's a real quick story, take about 5 minutes. So, we get back from NTC, this was a couple of months ago, we get back from NTC, and all my battle buddies come over to my room, because my roommate drinks, and they're all drinking and stuff, and they're like Cortes in a villa, because a villa is my best friend in Platoon, that's my homie right there. But they're like, hey, Cortes in the villa, you guys take a drink. And a villa takes a drink first, but I'm just all like, no, I don't drink, I don't want to drink. But they're like, come on, man, you're in the barracks, it's nothing but battle buddies here, what can go wrong? And I'm just like, you're right, I'm gonna take a drink. And I probably should have stopped, because I started taking one drink, and then I just kept going, I just started drinking. But by the end of the night, I only drunk about 5.5 beers. But I guess when I was on my third beer, my battle buddy Mulan tried to tell me, he's like, no, Cortes, you're eating pizza, you're drinking on a full stomach, quit. But I just kept going, and he's just like, all right, fine, if you want to keep drinking, go ahead. So I'm just over there drinking, and then out of nowhere, I just started just loss of balance and everything like that, can't see well, just falling all over the place and everything. So I guess what happened was I started trying to do stupid stuff, try to run down the hall and everything like that, and they're like, no, it's time to put Cortes to bed. So they threw me in my bed and they told me to go to sleep. And so I'm laying down on my side with my elbow and my forearm at a 90-degree angle, sticking up, and laying on my head because I don't want to throw up and end up choking on my vomit. That was probably the smartest idea I had that night. So I don't remember falling asleep. I just remember okay, I'm gonna lay like this to make sure I don't choke on my vomit because I don't want to die. And then all I know is that it just went dark. It just went completely dark. And then I woke up and I got up and I'm like, oh gosh, and I just started throwing up all over my bed, all over my bed. I got out of my bed, started throwing up all over the floors and all over the walls. And like I said, this was only 5.5 beers. So don't make fun of me, you guys. But I started throwing up everywhere. And I went to go open the door to my room because they closed me in my room, but they slipped a card in there. That way that they could check up on me periodically. So I open the door, and the first thing everybody says is, Cortez, get in the fucking room. Go back to fucking bed. Like, not trying to curse, but that's what they were saying. And so I get up, and I get out, and then they're like, oh, snap, he's got puke all over him. Take him to the bathroom. So I guess they, like, rushed me to the bathroom, and I guess after, like, I threw up, I was trying to brush my teeth. I was like, yo, give me my toothbrush and toothpaste. I need to brush my teeth. And like, no, Cortez, no, you're going to throw up on it and stuff like that. So that was a crazy night. But the next morning, I woke up with the worst headache ever. And then because I woke up in my bed, and I woke up with the headache, like I said, and then I rolled, and I felt something like all wet on the side of me, and I looked, and it was puke. And then I just looked in my room, and it was just puke everywhere, on the walls, my bed, my TV, everything. And I'm just like, what in the world happened last night? So there was puke everywhere, and it literally took me like 5 hours. Even though my room's small, it took me like 5 hours to clean the room, because I just kept finding chunks of puke everywhere, chunks of pizza, because I had pineapple pizza, Hawaiian pizza, and I just kept finding it everywhere. And a side note from that is, I guess when I got drunk, I started messaging my buddy Ari, and I guess I was trying to let him know for some reason he's a good friend, and I like when I got his back, and if anything happens to him, let me know. But it didn't come out that way. Like, the message came out so messed up and so wrong, where he just looked at me and he's like, bro, I can tell that you're drunk, and you just need to go to bed. So those are my 2 stories for you guys, YouTube. I will be on next week to give you guys another story, and maybe the week after that, and then I will be off of YouTube for quite a while because deployment's coming up, so I'm getting ready for that, getting my mindset ready for that. But you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever. Like, if you guys are gonna comment, don't make fun of me about the amount of bears I've had. So. But you guys have a blessed and awesome day, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.
That's it. Hold it right there. No! There she is. The overseer's gonna hear about this. What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of...
All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters.
There's nothing else for you here. You're an outsider now. You know, the people who are supposed to stay on the other side of this door.
Security personnel.
Please stop. Please don't have him hit me again. Don't you care that I'm your own daughter?